Novak, great to see you again. Another week, another record for you, it seems, and the most weeks at world number one. You're going to probably pass Steffi Graf this week when we get to it all shaking out there. What does this latest achievement mean to you?
Well, any achievement that is obviously linked to the history of the sport that I truly love is, of course, very flattering, very fulfilling, and I'm very happy because I've dedicated my whole life to achieving great things in tennis and in this sport. So it's flattering to be amongst the legendary names like Steffi Graf, that is one of the biggest names that both in men women tennis we ever had. But I keep going. I don't try to I guess maybe it's bad to say pay too much attention to that, but in a way, like, just moving on and trying to take on the next challenge, because if there's one thing that the tennis life and a tennis kind of season teaches you, is that you have to move on to a next one very quickly. Whether you win or lose, there's always a possibility or an opportunity coming up.
Talking of next challenge.
Can you just a second? Sorry, hello?
Yes.
Just quiet, please, thank you.
Recording, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, talking of the next challenge, of course, 22 Grand Slam wins now since we last saw you on the ATP Tour. How much are you plotting and planning your sort of tour schedule to really focus on number 23?
Well, in one way, I really value every tournament greatly. So I try to approach to each tournament like it's a most important one, regardless of the category of the event. So I really want to, particularly at this age and stage of my career, to really try to use the most of my own abilities and win as much as I possibly can. Each trophy maybe values 2, 3, 4 times more than what was the case 10 years ago. But at the same time, of course, it's no secret that the biggest priority tournaments, the goals and ambitions, are the Grand Slams. And some 1,000 ATP events, where I participate. So that's where I like to peak. But that's kind of on a long stick, because the Roland Garros is still months and months away. So I try to take things week after week, build my form, build my body, be mentally there, inspired to play tennis every single day. There's something to improve on, a new challenge. So it's a kind of a lifestyle that I'm used to, and I still enjoy it. So I hope that by the time Roland Garros arrives, I'll be in the best shape possible.
Now, talking of Roland Garros, it is of course you against Rafa, isn't it? It's no secret for this Grand Slam record. How would you describe your relationship and your rivalry with Nadal?
Well, best rival that I ever had, biggest rival I ever had. We played 59 times against each other. I mean, the most that any two players faced each other in the history of the game. So we still keep going strong. I'm happy that we both are challenging the young guns, for the biggest titles. And I think that probably there is also a big reason why we still compete on a high level, is because he goes because I'm still going, or the other way around. And I think that's great about this rivalry, and I feel like many people around the world who follow sports and tennis, they still want us to keep going until we can't go anymore, I guess. He's always, of course, the main favorite on any clay court event, particularly Paris. Let's see. I mean, we both want to peak there. It's no doubt about it. So let's see what happens.
You were playing through pain and injury. It's no secret, through Adelaide and Melbourne. You sort of alluded to it after the tournaments in Melbourne. How tough was that period, and how much did you need to sort of manage your body through that?
It was challenging. Look, I know that there's a lot of big shadow, the doubt whether I had an injury or not. There are a lot of people questioning that. But I was definitely injured, and I know what I was going through and my team members, but obviously that makes the victory in Melbourne even greater, because you had to face adversities, and I haven't practiced one single day between matches. I just warm up for the match and played. luckily I was having a great preparation prior to coming to Australian Open and plenty of tennis, so I was so to say allowed to have the luxury of maybe not practicing in the days with no match, and just trying to use every moment to recover and to get my leg in a better shape. Right now I have not felt pain for the last week or so. I feel good on the court, still building, still getting to 100%. I'm still not there, but you know, it's a process, and I look forward to what's coming up.
And another happy hunter ground here in Dubai, 5 times a winner here. What is it about this place that you love so much, and why does it suit your game so well?
Well, Dubai, I mean, particularly in the last 10, 15 years, has become one of the most important places and bases for tennis players, both men and women. So many players come here in the off-season, including myself. You know, I try to use at least a week or 2 weeks in December. You come play for the tournament. Great weather, fantastic climate, very international. Just conditions, everything, facilities are phenomenal. So, of course, then, you know, for Europeans, where normally during that time is cold, you want to be in a place where it's warmer, and obviously going into Australia, which is summertime, and tennis is an outdoor sport, so here you can play outdoor all year, and people love tennis. You know, people appreciate the tennis players here, and of course it's you know, I feel comfortable, I feel welcome. I had plenty of support in previous years when I played in Dubai, and I'm really looking forward to a great atmosphere on the court.